There was music, there was song, there was standing up, and there was sitting down. There was speeches, there was poetry. There was silence, there were Bibles, there were Vermont mittens, and there were outfits. As I watched the inauguration on Wednesday and other inaugurations in the past, what stood out to me and what always stands out to me is that on January 20th, we witness a beautiful ritual of American democracy. In reality, very little pomp and circumstance is necessitated by the Constitution for the presidential inauguration. David Gergen writes, "The Constitution is quite sparse in the vision of what should take place. Republican or Democrat, it simply says that there should be an oath taken. Yet for years, the inauguration has been filled with elaborate settings and rituals. Poets, country and rock stars, an inauguration address, and inauguration dresses. The reason our inaugurations have grown over time with all these events is simply that the presidency is a flashpoint for American politics, says Professor John Rogowski. The American people want to see themselves in the ceremony. We create rituals for momentous moments as they spark emotion and create awe. Dr. Victor Turner, a specialist in ritual theory, taught that ritual helped mark major transitions in our lives. Perhaps you are changing from status A to status B, from a regular person to president, from a girl to a woman, from a man to a husband, between one status to one another was a liminal space, an in-between status. And the ritual provided a structure for that transformation. In ritual, to go from status A to status B, there must be something crazy, something mysterious, chaotic, to break the ordinary. Then you return to the normal, but you return transformed. Something happens to change our status. And this could be on a community level or an individual level. One of my favorite aspects of Judaism is that we have an abundance of rituals in our tradition to mark these momentous moments. From conversion to a bar or bat mitzvah, to engagements, to weddings, to funerals. We have a guide to help us navigate some of these happiest days and some of the most challenging. And humans are the only beings that have ritual practice. Rituals deal with the fact to experience rituals, we need to be self-conscious beings. To be self-conscious, we need to be in a story. And we need to be able to not really think about what we are doing. Rituals give the opportunity for transcendence, an opportunity to think about something greater than that moment. Rituals raise our self-consciousness. They help find something within ourselves or within our community. They can test us, They can transform us and can make meaning in our lives. And the meaning in our lives does not have to always be big, like an inauguration or a wedding ceremony. Some of the smallest events in our lives may contribute to even greater moments of transcendence. I think that's why people love Havdalah, marking the end of Shabbat with a short ritual separating the holiness from the profane. Or a Passover Seder that brings us back to the feeling of slavery and now reminds us what it means to be free. Or the moments before lighting Shabbat candles, when we take a deep breath and let go of the week. And the beauty of ritual is that I don't need to be there. Can't or ought doesn't either. You don't need clergy. My teacher and our rabbinic intern, Becky J's teacher, Rabbi Larry Hoffman, teaches that ritual offers us an incredible chance to empower ourselves. They are manifestations of what us wants to say, to do, to be. Rituals are us. And that is why this afternoon in our e-blast, we shared a blessing to mark receiving a COVID-19 vaccine. A transformational moment for sure. We shared a beautiful prayer by our colleague, Rabbi Faith Joy Dantowitz, to mark that 15-second moment. But to be honest, you can offer any words that your heart chooses. Hoffman teaches, what do rituals do? They restore the meaning of our words as we say them, as we wish to paint them for the others around us. They allow us not just to speak truth to power, but to be the truth to power we wish to speak. I was moved by the rituals of Wednesday's inauguration, but I'm also moved by the ritual of sitting down with my family for a Shabbat dinner and sharing the highlights of our week. In the moments before a bar or bat mitzvah service, when I gather with the parents of the B'nai Mitzvah students, and we share a secret and special blessing. My hope this Shabbat is that we can create those moments of ritual in our daily lives as they provide us the opportunity to connect with ourselves, with others, and also the divine. Shabbat Shalom.